everyone. I apologize for all the roots, but I'm getting my hair done soon, so you won't have to look at this mess too much longer. So today we are looking at Florasis, and this is a brand new collection, and the name of it is Nomadic Glam, and I have to tell you, I love this collection. I've done one other video with Florasis. They sent me the last collection, they sent me this collection. I really love this one, and you're gonna see why in a minute. The other one that they sent me was really beautiful, but it was very colorful, and although beautiful, probably not something that I would wear a ton, although I did like the blush quite a bit. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, today's is Nomadic Glam, and I can't wait to show it to you. First of all, for those of you who might not know, I went to law school out west. I went to University of Denver. So I lived in Colorado for a number of years, and I took my bar out there as well. And so this collection reminds me very much of Colorado. There's a lot of elements in this that I'm reminded of being out west. So first I'm gonna show you the hair clips. I'll make sure I zoom in on these when I do the video. It's beautiful. When my hair is nice again, you guys will see them. They're really, really pretty, and they fit in with, of course, the entire theme of the collection. Now, I have a friend whose children are actually taking Chinese, and I think she said that one of the translations, and I'll show you in a minute, translates to like Western flower. I think that's what it was. I could be totally wrong, but it was Western something. Anyway, so a lot of the designs have that kind of Western element to them. So first I want to show you, there's a number of little gifts that came with this. So here's the yeah, those are the symbols that we were looking at. All right, so this is like, it's got a little clasp on it. Look at how cute that is. So you just like go like this, and this is a key ring. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Look how gorgeous that is. Then there's this, similar kind of thing. Again, look at this little key ring. Isn't that great? Yeah. So I was just like, that's so adorable. And all of the designs have this motif, and so does the bag, and so did the box. So I have to say, like, I got it, hats off to Florasis. They do a fantastic job with that. Okay, so let's take a look at the products. So I did film me putting on the look so you guys could see it. This is one of my favorites in just a second. So first, let's take a look at the blush. So when I did the blush, let me show it to you. This is the cover. See, it fits in with the motif. Now the blush that I used from them last time was a cream blush. This is a powder blush, and it is it's pink, it's strong. So I started off like just taking it on my finger and like putting it on my face to see how strong it would be. It's very, very pigmented. So I'll put up the video really quick. You can see me putting it on, like I sort of tap it onto my face, and then I realized like, wow, this is pretty pigmented. And then I went through and like, you know, took my brush and kind of blended it out. But I realized that like it was strong because it's a pigmented blush. So after I put the blush on, I was like, oh, maybe I should go over it with some foundation. So I did go over the blush with a little bit of foundation, just sort of tapped it in afterwards because I was like, wow, that's strong. That's a strong blush. But it's really nice. It's absolutely beautiful. It's called Morning Rays. It's 0.099 ounces, 2.8 grams, 12-month shelf life. Peony Dreams. Now it says cream blush, but like I said, it's a dream cream blush, but I mean, if it's cream, I guess it could be, but it has a powdery feel. So it goes cream to powder maybe, I don't know. But you gotta see like how beautiful that is. It's really stunning. And the one that I had before, if I can pull up I'll make sure I link the other video. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Then there's the pressed powder. Now again, same design. And the pressed powder, silky smooth and jade fine, infused with breathable silk protein powder and shine controlling jade nephrite powder. Each pan baked at a low temperature for 24 hours. When applied, it glides over skin with minimal fallout, almost undetectable soft matte finish. So you know what I'm going to tell you, what this reminds me of. This reminds me of the Dolce & Gabbana powder. So when you put it on the brush, I had just put it kind of all over my face. When you put it on the puff, you get this like white look. And then when you put it on your face, it doesn't really look like there's anything there. But it leaves behind a stunning finish. So I'm gonna keep using this, and I'm gonna try to do like a comparison between this and the Dolce & Gabbana, like one side and one side, but it has that feel. It has that look, and it has that feel. It feels like nothing. And when you go to touch your face, like under my eyes right now, I'm not kidding, it feels like silk. No joke, like not me exaggerating. My skin feels like silk under my eyes. So, yeah, I was, you know, I'm not a big one for powder because I'm usually like, meh, but this looks really good. So, I mean, I've only started using it. This is like the third time I've used it. So, you know, I don't want to like, we'll see, maybe it wears weird or something, but I'm going to do some comparisons with that and Dolce & Gabbana and see, because this one is really, really nice. And it is $52. You can buy these things, I'm sorry, $46, I apologize. $46, and at the moment sold out online. But yeah, it's really nice. Like, I have to say, like, absolutely beautiful. And the Peony Dream Cream blush, which is the one that it is cream, but it stays like a powder. It doesn't, I mean, I gotta tell you guys, it's a really nice formula. It's very unique. It doesn't feel like, when I was touching it, it felt like more like a powder, but I guess it's like a creamy powder. Anyway, the results, you know, speak for themselves. All right, now this lipstick is the Blooming Rouge Ultra Smooth Satin Liquid Lipstick. And when I first tried it on, I was like, oh no, it's matte-ish, right? But it's actually not. It is matte-ish, but it's not drying at all. It's incredibly creamy. It just leaves this semi-matte kind of finish, but it's creamy. Now, it's not transfer proof, so I'm gonna show you. Okay, so it does smudge. Not a ton, but I mean, it's smudgeable. It's not, but yeah, it's really nice. And this color is so good for me. Like, it's a really great color for me. So I was really excited about it. So I was like, oh, this is nice. This is Sacred Warmth. Yeah, Sacred Warmth. So this is like, because, you know, I have to say, like, most of the time I go for something that's glossy, like a glossy lip chic. If you haven't watched me before, I love a lip balm. I love an overpriced glossy lip. Like, that's like my favorite thing. But a lot of times, like in my job, there are, like, in person it's fine, but like on a Zoom call, a glossy lip can come across a little too much, at least for what I do. And so the lip I've been using most of the time on my Zoom calls, and I'm gonna have a video about, I have a lot of videos lined up, is the Prada Soft Matte, because it kind of looks like this. You know, it's pretty and it's soft and it's not too much. This is perfect for that, because it leaves a nice soft matte finish, but it's comfortable. It's super comfy. It feels like cream, but like it has this nice, you know what I mean? Like that soft matte, which I always said I wouldn't like, which is why I never bought it, because I was like, I don't want my lips to look like a soft matte. But this one looks really nice. Yes, I know I'm kind of geeking out, but I'm always like pleasantly surprised by something that I didn't think I was gonna want or like, and then I like it. Because I've been using makeup for a very, very long time. And hey, by the way, if you haven't watched me before, hi, my name is Jennifer. I was a makeup artist for Chanel half a lifetime ago, literally. Here on my channel, I do all things luxury, makeup, beauty, fashion, runs the gamut. And I try to post 2 to 3 times a week. So I feel like I have a pretty good grip on what works for me and what doesn't work on me. And so like primers, for example, I generally don't use primers. Today, by the way, I used the Chanel Frosty White Primer, and I did that because I wanted to mention I love that primer. That's the Chanel Frosty White Primer, and I usually don't like primers. So when I used that Frosty White Primer from Chanel and I was like, this is the best thing ever, I bought 2 of them because it's limited edition. Absolutely love it. I would recommend it to anyone. There's 3 different shades. And I feel the same way about this lip. Like, this is really good. And usually I tell people I don't like a soft matte lip. I don't like a matte lip. I don't like a velvet, you know, generally. This is really good. This is a really good liquid lip. Really, really like it. And the blush is great. And the powder, like I said, it might be a Dolce. We'll get there. We'll get there. So I have a video of me putting it on as well, the lipstick. And like I said, it just surprised me. The minute I saw that it was like, because I put it on the back of my hand and I was like, oh, it's, you know, it's kind of, I was like, meh. But yeah, it's great. I love it. Blooming Rouge Ultra Smooth Satin Liquid Lipstick. It's really nice. Yeah. Kind of surprised. All right, so the next product that I have is the eyeshadow palettes. Now, if you've ever seen anything from Florasis, you know that part of the, you know, not only the outward design of the compacts, which is beautiful, but also the inside of the compact. First of all, it's easy to open, and I'll show you the opening in just a second. But the shades in here are more my kind of shades. Now, like I said, the other Florasis that I did, I'll make sure that it was linked earlier in the video. It's beautiful, and the colors were really nice, and it was, you know, really well done. It's just that this is more my speed. I have never claimed to be someone who does like super colorful looks. I like kind of a basic look a lot of the time, and I like, you know, browns and creams and whites, and green, of course, is my favorite, and there's a green in here, so we'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, I mean, I admit it, that's what I like. So first, let's show you the swatches. I filmed that too. So that's on my arm, and the swatches are not what I thought they would be, because when I looked at this, I thought that the green would be like, I didn't think it would be as sparkly as it is. And I didn't think the gold would be as sparkly as it is. And then the other shades are more like matte, and then that white creamy shade is a beautiful satin. The white creamy shade I ended up using, and you can see in the video, on my, like, as a highlighter. And I think it works great as a highlighter, so I was just really impressed with that. Let me show you, let's move away from the video for a sec. Let me show you the final look. I have no liner on, except I took the deepest brown shade and did line my lower lash line with it, but that's it. And then I put on a little bit of mascara, actually not a lot of mascara, because I wanted you to see this look. Look how pretty and like sparkly it is. Now, I will tell you, the sparkle shade, the gold shade, that thing flakes. Not flakes in it, it's like, but as you put it on your eye, there's fallout. That's what I should say. There's fallout, there's definitely fallout. That's this shade. There's fallout from that shade. This shade, not so much. The green, not so much. So let's go to the video. And you can see that I start with that like beigey shade. Like it's got a little bit of yellowish beige shade. And I use that to blow out the transition. And that shade is close to my skin tone, except it's much warmer. And I use that as a transition to sort of build on, because I thought, you know, that shade is not going to show up really well on my skin, but it's a good transition shade. If you ever wonder like what a good transition and what that really means is between your mobile lid and you sort of where your brow starts, you want a shade that underneath the other colors, when it peeks through, is not too much. If you're doing a traditional look. If you're doing something that's totally like avant-garde, then disregard everything I'm saying. So I put that there. And then I was like, okay, let's take the orange shade in the middle and sort of warm that up, build that out. So I went back and forth with the orange shade, but I went lightly with the brush. I didn't like do a super deep look with it. So then I took the white shade, the cream shade, and I put that all over the eye. And the cream shade is a very pretty satin. Like it's got luminescence, but it's not sparkly, and it's really nice. It creates a great, like if you just want a light creamy shade for the entire eyelid, it'd be absolutely beautiful. And then I took the brown shade, put it into the crease, outer corner a little bit. Then I took the green shade, and you can see on my finger, it looks very pigmented, but when you pat it on your eye, you get this sparkly green, and it's more like gold dust. I mean, green dust, but you get the point. And it lets you see that look, like how that looks. And then I took the gold and to put a little bit of the gold on the outer half of the eye. So now you can see that's what this looks like. So again, and I'm going to show you just to reiterate. So this is the transition. Then I built it out with this. Then I put this all over the eye. Then I deepened it on the outer corner with this. Then I put this all over the eye. And then I put this on the outer half of the eye. The only shade I didn't use was that. And I'll use that one some other time. But what I would tell you is this is a beautiful, easy look to do. It's not particularly difficult. But honestly, this has more layers because I wanted to use all the shades. You could easily just put this all over the eye and use that as like a deepening, or this and this, or this and this. Like the whole point of this one is that there's a lot of different things that you can do with this. But the sparkly shades are these two. And the green didn't have a lot of fallout, but this gold does. And like I said, these two shades like surprised me because I thought when I saw them on my fingers, I was like, oh, and even in the swatches, I was like, oh, this is, you know, I was going to get a certain look. And on the eye, they're much more sparkly. Now the gold, like I said, does have fallout. The green didn't, at least not on me. But I think because the green is more like luminescent. Can you see that? It's got more like of an opalescence, actually. Almost like a duochrome, but not quite. Yeah, it's really pretty. This might go in my top drawer. I might keep this in my top drawer because I love the shades. The formula is excellent. I think it looks really beautiful on. Like I said, I'm definitely trying out the powder. And this blush is really nice. I have to pull out the other one that I have and figure out what color it was. Because, in fact, I'm just going to pull it out now. Give me 1 second. This is Peony Rosy Blush. And this one's definitely creamier. Like it has a different feel. They're different products, so it's not a huge shock. You can see I've got like makeup everywhere. So that's this one. It's really nice. It wears beautifully. Like I've used it a couple times. It's really nice. But this one is different. This one feels more like silk. See how pigmented it is? Similar shades, which is not a shock because they're blush, but this one is lighter and like a little bit more warmer. This is cooler, it has more pink. But yeah, they wear really well. Yeah, these are really, like, I have to say, I've been very impressed with the Florasis products so far. Like everything I've tried has been good. I haven't tried anything that was a failure. Everything has worked exactly like it's supposed to, and I really like this lip, which again shocks me. So I will have a video upcoming with the powder against Dolce because I think that's really interesting. And in fact, the video is going to be some comparisons, like the Dolce versus this. There's going to be two blushes. There's going to be eyeshadow. You get the point. Like similar products, different brands, to see what we think. But yeah, I think this is a stunning look. And all of this is available on Florasis.com. Unfortunately, not available in, I don't believe, in any stores in the United States. I have to say, guys, like if I were to recommend anything today for you to try, like if you just want to try out the brand and you like a soft lip, like a soft matte look, this is really good. I mean, it's all good. It's all good, but like that one surprised me. Like I said, and the powder stuff, I'll have a video coming soon. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.